Hey guys, welcome back to FPL. This is game week 17 coming up, and as you can see on the homepage, a decent week last week, 73 points, average being 60, so we've got some points there. But like always, we'll go through the most transfers ins and outs, look at the team, any transfers we've made, and so forth. As obviously Christmas is coming up, who will be the king of FPL on Christmas Day? Find out. It's going to be a tight one. But as we scroll down, most transfers made 240,497 hundred. Wait, no, that's millions. 24,497,356 transfers made. Wildcards played 97,000. Jeez. And I don't really understand why you're wildcarding, because you get one in a couple of weeks' time. So you might as well you just had to AFCON 5 free transfers. Why are you wildcarding? Transfers in Wilson, who obviously had a good week last week and has had a couple good with points coming into some good fixtures. It's good. STK, Foden, Bruno and Rodgers. Understandable, all these players being transferred in. Mbemo out, Munoz out. Watamoa, we still do have him at the minute, but I understand why people are reluctant to sell him. Doku and Eze. So we'll go to points, because we know 73 points was a good result. 4 transfers made because of AFCON last week, and this is how the team lined up. Defensively, Arsenal let us down in that 2-1 defeat against Wolves. That was pretty much the banker, the guarantee of clean sheet points, and they've let us down there. Gahey played, obviously, all the minutes, but obviously they got battered by Man City, meaning he only got 1 point, which is a little bit disappointing. And Anderson, again, in this game against Burnley, to me that was guaranteed a clean sheet. It didn't work out, so defensively not been great. Moving into the midfield, Granit Xhaka in that 1-0 victory against Newcastle in the Tyne derby. Picked up 3 points. Casado was on the bench because he's still suspended, so that's good. Saka gets his 2 assists in that game against Wolves. Not really hit the goal scoring form that I would want, but with Saka, you know he's always going to deliver assists and stuff, so he's still going to get points. Bruno Fernandes, a 4-4 cracker against Bournemouth. Oh my god, what a game that was. Poor defending on both sides, but attacking wise for both teams. 2 beautiful free kicks, one from Bruno, one from Evan Nilsson, I believe it was, who scored theirs. It had it all. But yeah, again, as a Man United fan, rough to see us lead a game multiple times and still come away with just a point. But into the next player, Phil Foden, a man we brought in and has hit the ground running. We got him while he was on form, and he still continued in that 3-0 victory. Minutes played for all 90, 1 goal scored, 1 clean sheet, 1 point, and defensive contribution as well. So he picked up a lot of points there. Moving into the forwards, Thiago in a 1-1, nothing from him there. Is flagged, but I do expect him to play, and some good fixtures. Wolves this week should be points. Bournemouth, Spurs, Everton and Sunderland there. Some good points to pick up from him if he's fit. Watamoa, again, understandable why people have transferred him out. Not 90 minutes played. Own goal in that Tyne derby, which is obviously not good for him anyway, and for Newcastle. And then moving on to the big hitter, of course, Erling Haaland. I was tempted to go Bruno as captain. Either way, it would have delivered. But yeah, 2 goals scored. Good day at office for him. And then the bench, Casado was still suspended. The transfer we brought in for De Kruber didn't even play, so we've already had to change that. And Estevan and Dubravka always on the bench until there's a good fixture for them. We look at the highest points for that week was Donnarumma, Hakape, Gusto, Chalobah. Chelsea defence, good options. Rodgers, Bruno, Wilson, Saka, Captain Saka. Wow, if he'd gone Haaland as captain, triple. Wait, no. Right. Yeah, 11 points. Did you triple captain? Is that what they're saying? Yeah, triple cap. If he triple captain Haaland, that would have been bad. Etitike and Bowen. And his bench is decent as well. Moving into the leagues, it's green arrows for us. Finally, in the mini league, we've gone up to 3rd. Still very close. Matt, I think, is capable of being catched. Tyler, well, what? You're 46 points plus 30 is 76 points. It's not bad, but it's not great either. As Matt is 46 points. You can get maybe that in 2 weeks. You can get that difference. So that's decent. No changes at the bottom, yeah, but Aiden moving up with a good week. And Danny going up as well. For my league itself, Zach goes back to top by 13 points. He had a good week. We'll look at his team because 99 points is crazy. Manish dropping down to 2nd, having been top for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Jamie moving up to 7th. Again, 26 points is doable. With a good week, I think we could push up to 5th. Hopefully. But then there's obviously chances of dropping back down, to 10th. One bad week, you can fall a lot in this league. And it's very competitive. Apart from Alex, I think he probably gave up like 10 weeks ago. But yeah, I'd like to say at least 14 players out of the 16 are still playing. Maybe I need to message Jason and see if he's still playing, because he's very good at ball knowledge, but seems to be getting it wrong. We're looking at Zach's team. I know he'll want to be on the video. 99 points. 4 transfers made, so obviously from AFCON, the 5-3 transfers he used, 4 of them. Raya in goal, again, good pick. Obviously, we spoke about Arsenal having failed against that Wolves to get a clean sheet, but it should have been the banker. James and Gusto. Now, when I saw this, I thought he's messed up because he's put 2 right backs in. However, I believe Gusto is playing left back at the minute. Someone said, so it's gone well for him to get two play. He did get also a goal and assist, so that obviously helps. Cash again played, but obviously yellow card and goals conceded. Didn't really help. Moving into the midfield, Ryan Cherky. Minutes wise, played well, but I think is starting to hit where with other competitions like the Carabao Cup, Champions League will take a hit. Foden, again, he's brought in as well. Good option there. Bruno G, good player, but in that game against Sunderland was ineffective. Eze played 56 minutes. I would be looking to sell Eze. I believe I don't know how much he's. I believe he's 7.6, 7.5. I'd be looking to cash in on him. Rogers. Oh, what did I do? I've actually done. No. Oh. Points. I don't know. For some reason, that went weird. Rogers, 15 points, 2 goals scored, and then he's got obviously Etatike and Haaland up top with a good bench. Barnes, okay, is your cheap option. Pope's decent, but if he's injured, I would be looking to sell him. And then Saliba and Gay here at the back. Good for back. So he's got good options to swap in and out. Which means moving to the transfers this week, we do have one free transfer because I did make one more change, and that was to bring Mukaleye in for Kruber. Good fixtures against Brighton and Leeds, and then obviously going into that Man City game isn't too bad because Sunderland have been doing very well, but could go badly. So that's just the one change, which means this is the current team that we could be sending out. Double Arsenal at the back against Everton, with obviously a couple of Everton players going on AFCON. I think it's a perfect fixture for Arsenal. Mark Gahey, again, solid for Palace. Apart from that Man City game, should be decent enough to get a clean sheet against Leeds. Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. I could see this being a 0-0 draw, and that would be very good for clean sheet points for Anderson. Into the midfield, I'm tempted to bring Caicedo in, but I think Brighton, for obviously Granit Xhaka is decent. Granit Xhaka will get the defensive points and the minutes played. Saka against Everton, good fixture, could get assists there. Bruno against Aston Villa, reliable for Bruno. Aston Villa are a very good side in form, but I do think he can get maybe a goal assist. Double up on the Man City. We know that Erling Haaland's going to be the captain. Though a good option to go for is obviously Thiago. Watermora, on the other hand, is something we could be looking to make a change for, because 7.4, he's going down in value. He's got Chelsea, Man City, Chelsea, Man United, but then he does have Burnley, Palace, Leeds, Wolves, Villa. They're not bad fixtures. That run, okay, you got obviously Liverpool, Man City in there, and Arsenal at the end, but they're not bad runs. Okay, you probably won't do anything against Chelsea. Man United league goals, so he could get one. Burnley, you'd expect him to get a couple in there. Palace, you could get one, could maybe blank. But Leeds, Wolves is definitely guaranteed points. Aston Villa, again, another hit and miss game. And then you're probably looking to get rid of him at game week 24 anyway. I don't think there's urgency to get rid of him. If I was going to get a replacement, who would I look at? That is the question. And you're looking at 7.5 million. James Bowen. Apart from Man City, that's not bad, but West Ham aren't great. That's the problem. Though Bowen has had a couple good games. Man United, Brighton, Villa. Danny Welbeck. Good fixtures, apart from Arsenal there, and then obviously Man City at the end. Not bad. Evan Nilsson. The fixtures aren't great for Bournemouth. Krupa for a cheap option again. So there's not really many options at 7.4 million, 5 million to make. I think the best option would be to no job, it's not. Probably Bowen would be the best option to make. Not for this week, but yeah, I think if I was to make a change, I'd do that. But for now, I think we remain the same. So the team is going to be lining up like this. And I'm pretty happy. The one change I could see myself making is bringing in Casado for Tranit Xhaka, and then maybe dropping Anderson for Mukulele, because I still have that Sunderland points if they do get a clean sheet. But I think overall I like the team. I don't want to spoil what I'm going to do in the upcoming weeks, but I do have a couple of plans on transfers and chips when they reset and stuff. So I do think my team is good enough for the upcoming weeks past Christmas until January. Let me know how your team's going. Let me know what transfers you made this week. Who is your captain? And thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you haven't already, go and check out my Newcastle St James's Stadium tour video. And on the 21st, the first part of the Newcastle vlog will be out as we head into Christmas. So thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you are subscribed, like the video, comment down below, go watch the St James's Park Stadium tour video, and I'll see you next week. Good luck and goodbye.